My name is Molly Waite, and I am here with Katie Riley of ACS CAN.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you all for joining us on this CANRaiser tutorial. Today we're going to cover everything CANRaiser has to offer, from creating a page to sending emails through the tool and everything in between. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is log right into the CANRaiser site. So I'm going to go up here, type in our website URL, which is www.acscan.org/CANRaiser. It's going to take you right to our main CANRaiser website. I'm excited to show you guys we have a new layout, so it's a little bit different to everyone.
It looks like, hey, I have a quick question. If we have to go to acscan.org/CANRaiser, can we get to this page just from acscan.org?
Yes, that's a great question. I actually get that question a lot. So I'll go ahead and show you how to get to this main CANRaiser site from our main website. So I'll go to our ACS CAN website, acscan.org. And then from here, I can show you how to get to CANRaiser. So you put your mouse over Support Our Work, and then scroll right to Raise Money, and just click that button, and it'll take you right back to our main CANRaiser website.
Oh, that's easier than I was expecting.
Yes, and there's a lot we can do with this main page. So there's 4 different fundraising options we have to choose from. The first one being Lights of Hope, which is our big Lights of Hope ceremony in September in Washington, D.C., where you can donate $10 in exchange for a decorated Lights of Hope bag to be displayed at the Capitol. Our next one here is Special Occasion. This is if you're getting married, having a birthday, any type of event like that, where you can request a donation instead of receiving gifts. Over here you have Create Your Own Event. So this is if you want to have a house party, have a bake sale, any type of event. This is what you're going to click on, and you can host your fundraiser. And then down here we have Honor or Memorial, and this is where you can recognize someone special or honor a loved one's memory. And all 4 fundraising tabs have the same login process, so for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to log into Lights of Hope. So I'm going to click on Get Started. This is our main Lights of Hope page, and there's what we can do right on this page, so I'm going to go ahead and show you everything this page has to offer. The first is the 2016 Lights of Hope video, and this will be updated with a newer video pretty soon. And right below it is a description of our Lights of Hope event that we are doing and when the event is. Right, we have a Need Help button. If you click on this button, it's going to open up a new tab and going to show you a training video that we have to help you with CANRaiser, and then it's going to show you some FAQs. So if you have trouble with anything, definitely check out this page and read through the FAQs.
And you need a new tab, so how do we get back to Lights of Hope?
Right, you're just going to actually just exit right out of there, and then you're right back on the main page.
Handy.
Yes. And down here we have our top fundraisers. So throughout our Lights of Hope campaign, you're going to see the top 20 fundraisers on this scroll right here.
And it has already been refreshed for 2017. Those are some new names and numbers I'm seeing.
Yep, people already started logging on and started their fundraising. And then right here you're going to see our goal, and then the progress that we are towards that goal.
That's wide. I see that nationwide goal, so that's everyone's goal, not my specific goal.
Right, correct. And right up here we have a Contact Us button, and if you click that, it's going to open an email tab, which will bring you to acscanraiser@cancer.org. So if you're having trouble with anything or have any questions, feel free to click this button and reach out to us. And that we have Donate to ACS CAN. So this is going to bring you to our main donation form for Lights of Hope. So not specific to one person, it's just going to be our main campaign. That's where you would donate.
So I think I've heard you say before that if someone were to Google Lights of Hope 2017, this is where they would land. Is that correct?
This is where they would land. And if they want to go to your page, this is where they would go right here. They would search your name, and then click on your specific page from here and donate. And then when they click donate from your specific page, their name will be shown on your own personal page, fundraising honor roll.
Great. To show us this day, how to build this page.
Yes, exactly. Go ahead and click back and go to the main page.
And while you're doing that, so then the red donate button that just showed us, that doesn't get credited to anyone specifically.
Correct. It's just going to be credited to our main Lights of Hope event.
Okay.
Now go ahead and click on Get Started, and we can start setting up our page. This will look a little bit different than last year. We have 3 options to log in this year. The first being Join as a new ACS CAN volunteer. You're going to click this button if you have never created a CANRaiser page in the past. The second we have is for returning users. So if you remember your username and password, you go ahead and enter that there. And if you have created a page last year but you don't remember your information, click this Email me my login information, type in your email and hit Send Username, and it will send your username, and then you can follow the prompts to reset the password.
So, Molly, what if I don't remember which email address I used last year?
If you receive an email shortly after you hit Send Username, then I would try a different email address, because it's pretty automatic, so you should receive an email at least within 5 minutes.
All right.
Third option, which is new this year, is the social login. So you log into our Lights of Hope page through Facebook, Google, and Twitter. You're just going to click on the social media icon you want to log in with. So say it's Facebook. You click Facebook, and then from here you're going to log in with your Facebook username and password. Hit login, and it will take you right to our Lights of Hope registration page. And for this training, I'm just going to join as a new ACS CAN volunteer.
Interrupt you there. So I see at the top of the page, and it's been there the whole time, this login for username and password. Do you remember our information from last year? Can we use that?
Yep. Actually, if you remember from last year, you can type in your username here, your password here, click Go, and it's going to bring you right to this page right here, the first step of the registration process.
That's a pretty big if for me anyway.
Right. So if you do remember, you can do it there, but you can also do it on the registration page a second ago.
Thanks.
So the first step is to enter in a fundraising goal. This can be whatever you want it to be, and it can be changed once you get inside the fundraising center. So I'm going to put this right there at 500 and click Next. And the next thing we're going to do is type in our first, last name, address, and we're going to start our creation. I'm going to type my first name, my last name, address, code, and then type in an email here too.
So it's the email that we'll use for our login, and it's also the email that the system will use to update me on information?
Yes, correct.
So that it'd be a real email?
Yes.
Okay.
And then since I'm a new user, I'm going to type in a username and password. And you get it in twice. And then go ahead and hit Next Step. So this is the registration page. It's going to have your name, first name, last name, your email, your address, and you just want to make sure everything is correct, and then you can hit the Complete Registration button.
Can you talk a minute about why it says the current total cost is 0?
Yeah, so you actually don't have to worry about this. This would be as if we charged you to participate in Lights of Hope, but we don't, so it's always going to remain $0. You hit registration. Make sure it's correct again, and now we have registered for our event, so now we can go ahead and click on Personalize Your Page, and this is going to bring us right into the Fundraising Center. Click that button. So inside the Fundraising Center, and it's going to look pretty familiar. It's pretty the same layout as last year.
Yeah, 4 tabs at the top. I find them really easy to navigate.
Yes, this is going to be the 4 tabs that you work on the most. And when you log in, if you scroll down, you can see steps 1 through 5, and this is what you want to work through to set everything up. So the thing I'm going to do is set up our personal page. I'm going to go ahead and click the tab at the top that says Personal Page. What I'm going to do with this page. First thing I'm going to do is update our URL settings. So this is to be the website URL that people are going to go to so they know that it's your page. And I suggest typing in your name so that everybody knows whose page it is. Go ahead and type my name, hit save. You can see up here that it was uploaded successfully. And then here, this, if you copy paste this is the link that you're going to use to share your personal page.
So if they copy and paste that link into an email, then this will bring people directly to my personal page?
Yes.
Anytime I can't remember what my URL is, I can just come back into my fundraising center, go to my personal page? Or what?
Yep.
Okay.
If you click personal page right here, find another one and go back into my personal page, you get it right there. It's going to show up right there.
Great. Thank you.
Next thing we can do is we want to enter in our title. Again, I suggest putting your name so that everybody knows whose page it is. You just want to make sure you hit save so that you don't lose anything. Pop it will show you that it was saved. And then here, this is where you're going to, in the body of the text for the personal page, you really want to share your story, share why you're participating in Lights of Hope, and the whole thing can be edited. So you can highlight it, you can change the font, change the color, and you can write whatever you want. You can keep this as is, but we really suggest you share your story and why you're participating in this. And then go ahead and hit save. And we can also add a photo or a video. So I'll show you how to do this. A suggestion would be to have the photo already saved in an easy place so that you can find it. So hit browse, right under my pictures, I'm going to click in, and then you want to hit save and upload. And then you will get a green check mark saying that it was successfully uploaded.
So Molly, this last year I got a lot of redness on this page, and I think it's because my picture was too big or wasn't sized correctly. Can you talk us through that a little bit?
Yeah, so if you click this button right here that says More Details, it's going to open up a new tab and it's going to tell you what size your picture can be. So it can be the size that it says or smaller. So you just want to make sure that you adjust the picture to the correct size before you start to upload it. And right here is where you can find all that information.
So really, if I build a personal page, I might want to go ahead and start playing around with photos. I liked how easy it was for you to find your photo. I'm more of a scroller, so that's helpful. Thanks.
You're welcome. You can just exit right back out of that, and it'll bring you right to this page. You can click on Personal Page again, and it's going to view everything. And then right here, to view your page, you're going to click the blue View Personal Page, and up another new tab, and it's going to show you my picture was uploaded, here's all my text, and this is going to be where anyone that donates to my page is going to show up there, and then it will also have my percent to my progress goal. And this also opened up a new tab, so to get out of this, you just want to go ahead and hit the red X again.
That was helpful, and I appreciate you showing us that it was a new page. I also do Relay. I think it's very similar to that. Is that right? We want to make this a personal page, and then we, as possible, send out just our personal URL to our participants?
Yes.
Friends?
Yes, it's the same type of layout as Relay. We use the same platform. So yeah, this is the page that you're going to send out to everybody.
So I think we're probably pretty comfortable with this.
Yes, absolutely. And so we have our page set up. We can go ahead and click the email tab, and we can share our page with everybody, and we can ask for donations and participants. A few options. We have a thank you right here, which is what you can send to anyone that donates to your page. And they have two places for the other tab, which is the first one, ask for donations. The second one, which is the post-event email to donors. So after our event takes place, you can log on and you can send an email to everybody letting them know how well you did. So click on ask for donations and hit next. And then this is similar to the personal page. This can all be edited. This is where you really want to share your story and say what you're doing. You can put a font and color, and you can write whatever you want in there. And then you just want to make sure you put your name so that who it's from.
personal URL be shared in this email automatically?
Yes. Yep, your personal page, there will be a link to your personal page right in this email. So they'll be able to get to your page from the email. You don't have to put in your URL twice. And go ahead and hit next. And then we're going to add who we want to send it to. So you can add a contact, which is click here. You can put in the first name, last name, and then the email. And then add. And you're going to see they go to your contact list right here, and then they're also under the recipient list. And also import our contacts. If you click this button right here, you can import from Gmail or Yahoo, and you can select which contacts you want to transfer over. So you're just going to click this, hit next, and you're going to log in and select the contacts you want to transfer over. And then you also have the option with Hotmail, Apple, Outlook, and AOL to export an Excel file, and then you can upload it here. So you're going to want to click this button, hit next, and then follow the prompts.
Thanks. And then can we go back to adding contacts 1 second?
Yes.
So you made a distinction between available contacts and recipient lists. So let's say I have 10 people that I add to start, I send them emails, and then I have 10 more people. I go in and I choose add contact. And will they still show up on both? How do I make sure that my email doesn't go to the same person twice?
You can, all your contacts are going to show up here, and then you'll just transfer over who you want to go here. So if you want to send it to me, you can just hit the X button, and they'll still remain over here. They just won't be sent the message.
Okay, so the recipient list is just for that moment.
Correct. So now we know who we're going to send it to. We're going to hit next, and then it's going to be a preview of the message. And you're looking, and you see that there's an error, a spelling error, anything like that, you can just go ahead and compose again, and it's going to be right back to the message, and you can fix all the errors you see, and then just hit next again.
And then I see also it says include personalized greeting. Do I remember correctly from last year that if I import or add a contact, as long as I put a first name, I can hit include personalized greeting, and it'll address the email for me?
Yes. So since I'm sending this to myself, if I hit this, it will say greetings, Molly. So if you click, as long as there's a first name, you type a first name into the box, and you click this, it will address them personally.
Even if I have 100 people, it'll do 100 emails correctly?
Yes, as long as you have a first name in the box.
Perfect.
And next again. And just say Dear Contact Name. It's not going to say the name because this is built for if you're sending the email to multiple people.
In the preview it says Dear Contact First Name, but in the email
it will say Dear Molly or whoever's name you're sending it to. Correct. And you just go ahead and hit send, and then you right back to the main page, and you can see that it was successfully sent. Now, emailed out our page, we can also share our page to social media. So there's 2 icons right here that we can choose from, and they're going to be on all 4 tabs. They're going to be able to see these 2 icons. So if you want to post your page to Facebook, you just click the Facebook icon. This is where you're going to write your message. You can do whatever you want it to say on your Facebook wall, and then you're going to hit share. And then you're going to be asked again to log into your Facebook. You type in your Facebook email and then your Facebook password, hit login, and then it will post right to your Facebook page. The same goes for Twitter. If you click this Twitter icon, this is where you're going to share your story, hit share, log in, and it will post right to your Twitter feed.
So I know Facebook is a little bit different, but Twitter has a 140 character limit. Will that very long link affect what I can tweet?
Nope. You will still be able to write your certain amount of characters here. This will not affect it.
Great.
Yes. So now we have shared our page with everyone. We can go ahead and go up to the Progress tab to see how we're doing. So if you hit this button right here, this is going to show us how we're doing. So now I haven't had any donations, so it's going to say 0 raised toward my $500 goal.
Okay, so Molly, I see enter offline gift, and I have lots of friends who prefer not to use their credit cards online. I'm not even into that. But talk a little bit about offline gifts. This is when I have a person in front of me who just wants to give me cash or check, right?
Yes. So if you have donations that were given to you with cash or check, you're going to click this Enter Offline Gift button, and this is where you're going to enter in the information. So you're going to send their first name, last name. You want to try to get an email for everybody so that you can send them a thank you note for donating to your page. I'm just going to type in the amount right here and add. You can either add, and if you have multiple donations, you can hit Save, Add Another. So I'm going to hit Add. You can actually see our progress updates automatically, and now I have raised $10 towards my goal. And if you scroll down here, you can see the donation right here. And if you happen to have made a mistake, you just click this little trash can icon right there, and you can delete the gift and then re-enter it.
And so I see that we can see right here how my progress is doing, but because this is an online gift, it's correct that it doesn't actually count until I turn my money into my staff partner?
Right. So you want to make sure you have a membership form for the people that have donated to you, and then you're going to turn the membership form as donations right into your staff partner so they can process that for you.
And I remember from years past that we should not be bringing any cash or checks with us to Washington, D.C.
Correct. Correct. All your donations want to be in before D.C. They should be brought to D.C. with you.
And if we're fundraising in June, I think there's an expectation that we would turn our money in sooner.
Yeah. Actually, September 4th is the deadline for all money to be in.
Okay, great. But we should probably be keeping up with our staff partner, letting them know when we have cash or checks, because we want to make sure that that gets to the right place.
Yes, absolutely. And then here I'll also show you, if you click View Personal Donations, a new is going to open, and it's going to show you everyone that's donated to your page. And you can also download an Excel document that has a list of everyone that has donated to your page.
And Melanie, last question about the Enter Offline Gift.
Yes.
So I collected donations, and the only person who's going to be able to log those here, right? Like the only way I can get credit for those is if I personally log them in through the page.
Yes, and we want all offline and online donations right on your page so that we can know how many bags are coming to DC, so we can have a good number. So we want to make sure we're entering all of our offline gifts onto our personal page so that we can get credit towards our goal, as well as we have a good idea of what's coming to DC.
Oh my gosh, that spurred one more question for me.
Yes.
So when I select an offline donation, when someone hands me cash or check, that they have the right to decorate a bag, hand it back to me, and I'll bring it to DC. But if someone donates to my page online through my social media or from my email, what about those bags, making sure that they're in DC?
So those bags will be decorated in DC. Everyone in the DC office will decorate those bags. So you don't have to worry about the bags that were purchased online. It's just all your offline gifts. Those bags, you have the ability to decorate them and bring them with you to DC. But again, you just want to make sure you're logging it here so that we here in DC know how many bags are coming.
I mean, that's a really important message because we don't want double bags. We don't want someone to donate online and be made for them here, but also bags being made for them back home.
Right, correct.
Great.
And what I'm going to show you is these 3 links right up here at the top. If you hit Fundraising Materials, this is open a new tab, and this is a packet right here that says Fundraising with CANRaiser. This has ideas, fundraising ideas, common questions, things like that. So you can just download this right here. You hit the back button. It's going to take you back to the Fundraising Center. And then we have another option, Handouts and Flyers. And this is all ACS CAN-related materials. So we have our advocacy accomplishments, Join ACS CAN, member benefits, as well as a membership form can be printed right here. And then back again to go to the Fundraising Center, and then last but not least is our Lights of Hope tools. So if you put this is all Lights of Hope specific. We have our general information. This is going to be a sheet that you can download that has instructions on Lights of Hope and day of event information. That's a Lights of Hope specific membership form. So you want to download this if you have people that are donating to you offline and want to become members. You're going to download this membership form right here, and also have a Lights of Hope tracking form to help you keep track of all those offline donations.
If we don't have a printer at home, our staff partner can help us get the Lights of Hope membership forms, right?
Yes, yes. And they are also included in the toolkit, so just reach out to your staff partner and we can help you get those membership forms.
Great.
and go right back into the fundraising center, hit the back button. This is where we are. So this is everything that you can do right inside the fundraising center. I want to thank you all for watching this tutorial, and if you have any questions, feel free to click the Contact Us button on the main page.
Thanks, Mom.